Hello, good evening. Greetings from Osun State, Osogbo precisely. And it's a pleasure to reach out to everyone. Congratulations, we've gone this far. My name is Professor Wasiu Babalola, and I've been your lead faculty for this June Master class. It's so interesting what we started 14th of June. We are winding down, and by 11th, we'll be having our graduation. I look forward to that. I'm excited, and I'm sure most of us are also excited. So we're going for a final session. And at the end of this class, you get to know other things that will be in. So I'll quickly move on into sharing my screen so that we can all move as fast as we can. So I'm sharing my screen now, and coming here, I'm sure you can see my screen, which is hotel operations. You can see is there, and it's there with final class. So put it there. So this is the final class for all of us to see. So I'm sure we are going to be relieved. No more you have to come for class, come online. Don't worry. I'm sure we're all excited. Some of us will not want this to stop, to end, but we have to move on. It's very, very important. So to the session, what our objective, first and foremost, objective number one is we want to look at how we can make our checklist and report editable. We want to, second, develop the ability to create standard audit and checklist. And you remember we talked about the standard audit at the last online classes we had. It's also a checklist. And also we see how we can turn our standard audit into data where we do a little data analytics. And also we want to make our standard audit of functional. We try to post our standard audit online and operationalize it. So we'll quickly move down. So how do we get here? Voila, we've done like 3 practicals, 2 tests, making 5. In all, we've had about 1,700 points given. And we have 3,300. This is what we call, if it is WAEC, we say this is the almighty July. So at this master class, this is the almighty July, where you have 3,300 marks for grabs. So even if you've not done relatively okay, this is opportunity. Everybody can still do well. And I look forward to having as many that will score distinction plus, and let's celebrate ourselves. You guys have been so wonderful. And please, before, even after you listen to this class, for some of us, we still have issues with our posting. How you pick your URL and put it on the Google form. Some of you are typing yes. If you type yes this time around, they've been scoring you down. You score 0/3,000, and this is not too good. Please go back and watch practical 3 again. It explains. So this class is going to pick up from practical 3, and we'll move on. So it is very, very important that you go back and watch practical 3. This is an opportunity for those who have made mistake in their practical 1, 2, and 3. Opportunity for you to correct all those mistakes and score your 3,300 full marks. It's very, very important. So we'll move on to the first objective. Remember, we have 5 objectives in this class. So we'll move on to the first objective. How do we make our checklist and reports editable? How do we make it? It's so interesting. Now, you're going to look at, you see, I have so many sites here, but what I'm going to do for us is I'm going to go to my Google Drive. You see, this is my Google Drive. Now, most of you, when you log into your email, maybe your Google, you come to this, you see this 9 dots. When you click on these dots, you come in and you see Drive. Once you click on this Drive, it takes you to this point. So all you need to do to continue with this class is so easy. Logging into your Gmail, come to these 9 dots that is showing on your screen. And sorry, I want to be sure you're all seeing my console. Yes. Come to this 9 dots showing on your screen. When you click it, you see this is Drive. Then you can click on the Drive and you bring you down to this point. So when you come in here, now, when I did the practical 3, I used Echo Signature Hotels, it's here. So the name of the hotel you use for your website will be here. If it's not here, you can search for it. You can see I have so many. Now, this is number 1. Now, number 2, remember what I used was practical 3. So this is the document I uploaded on my website. So if you want to see, let me click the document again so that you can see the document. Is this showing? You see, this is the document I uploaded online, but this is not where I'm going now. Let's go back. You need to open your site. Where is my site? Echo Signature. I'm going to double click and it's going to open me to my site. You can see this is what I did on practical 3. Everything is here. You can see I have Echo Signature. I put the home, I put the website. You can see this was everything I did on practical 3. Now up here, you see my home, about us, when I wrote about myself. Everybody did this. It's very important you do this. If you have not done it, listen to the practical 3 and do it all over again. It is very, very important. So you can see everything about your prof here, and then you can come back and move. You can see when I put my console on project, you can see it showed project 1, project 2, project 3. Now that was where we did our project 3, and this was the exact file you will be seeing. Now you see it, what I just showed you. Now this is what we have. Now good, this is where we are. Remember our first objective. What is the first objective? We want to make our report editable. So I'm going to go back to my website. This is my website. Now, this was a website we put on, which we use for practical 3. Now, remember we said people will write their names, but you cannot do anything here. So how do we make it editable? So I will need to go back. I think there is a mistake on the form. So I need to open the practical 3. You can see this is the document. So I need to put department. Okay, and I made a mistake then. Okay, so how do we make it editable? Remember, this is my website. So let's see if I have to refresh my website. This is my practical 3. Okay, this is my practical 3, and I have it here. Okay, let me see what I have in here. Let me scroll this down a bit. Okay. Now, what happened is we want to make it editable. Nothing, this is our website. Nobody can do anything here. You cannot do anything. This is the front end. So how do you make it editable? You go back to your drive. Now, this is the project 3, what I uploaded to the front end. So what do? You come to this console. Now, when you come to this console, you need to share what? What am I sharing? You copy the link. Once you copy the link, then you send it to at least 3 or 5 staff of yours. You want them to enter, what do we want on our practical 3? What information are we getting? We want their name and their department. So you can send this link to any of your staff for them to fill. And once they fill, it comes. So I'm going to ask one of our examiner to please fill this. So I've copied, so I'll go to my WhatsApp and I'll send to this examiner. You can see I just copied showing practical 3, what I copy, and now I'm sending. Oh, you are not seeing my screen. Sorry. Let me do this again. I'm going to stop what I'm doing. Then, sorry, I need to share this. So I need to share my WhatsApp because I want to send it to somebody on WhatsApp. So I want to share my WhatsApp, and this is my WhatsApp now. Then what am I doing? The link I copied, I'm pasting it to the person. You see practical 3, and I send to that person. So the person will see, so the person will click this link and enter the details that we want. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask one of our examiner, Ms. Olokode, to please take the floor and please open the link that I've sent to her and please fill a form. Now, whatever she fills on that form, I'm going to go back to my website and you see that as she's filling it, immediately she finishes, it shows on the website so everybody can see what she has filled. So we're trying to make our report editable. So Ms. Olopade, you have the floor. And you can please share your screen with us. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, sir. I'll be sharing my screen now. You need to give me access to share my screen.
I think you have access.
No, only us can share in this meeting, so I can't for now.
Okay, what I'm going to do now is let me go to the participants and I will allow you to share your screen. Report asked to start a video. Your video is off.
Okay.
Okay, what I'm going to do now is to make you a host. Okay, I'm making you a host, then you can share your screen, and when you are done, you don't even need to, I can still share. So go ahead, you have the mandate now.
All right, thank you, sir. So I'll be sharing my screen now. Okay. Okay. So I'll be going to my WhatsApp, and here is the link. I'll click on this, which is taking me to the drive. Okay. Okay. So now I'll have to edit this. So please take note that if you need a Google Doc app to be able to edit it. If not, if you don't have, you can actually download. Because if you look at the lower part of my screen, it's saying welcome to Google Docs, create and edit document, blah blah blah. If you don't have, it shouldn't open this file for you. So you'll have to download that the app if you don't. Google Docs. So now I can edit. Then you click on this this icon that looks like a pen, so you can have access to edit. So you can see my screen change, then you come to where you want to type, then I can have it here. So I'm sure you're seeing my screen. Then we have so let's leave it at 2 so we can get done on time. So with this 2 list, I click my this mark sign at the upper end of my screen. Okay, then I am done. So with that, I am done, and it can actually go back to his own screen to see what has been done so far. This is if you want to share, so I don't need to share. All you just need to do is go back to your drive and it will take you to the next step. So thank you.
Okay.
So I can leave here.
Okay, Ma, you've done too. Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, I did too.
Okay. Can you please return me back as host so that I can share?
Coming.
So just click on
Which of the
Okay, no problem. I
device.
have done that.
Okay, now change.
Yes,
Yes.
I have done that. So let me go back to my site now so that you can all see. Now, this was where we have before I shared the screen. Now she has filled it, but nothing is showing on my page. What has happened? So all you need to do is to just refresh your page. Once you refresh your page, whatever has happened at the back will surely come up here. It will surely show on this page. Wow, it's not showing. Okay, what I'll do is it ought to show. I don't know whether it's my network. So what I'm going to do, I'll close this, then I'll go back to my drive and I'll open it again. So I'm coming to practical projects, then practical 3. This is, you can see it's showing you see the slowness has to do with I guess with the internet is trying to reload. If you are looking at this from your phone, you will realize it will have, okay, you can see everything has shown. Now, if you are looking at this from your phone, you see like a Google on the screen, like a G. Once you click on the G, it just refreshes the page and the page will show. So you can see what we have here. It becomes editable. So you can send the link that I sent to our examiner. You can send it to 10, 15 people and they keep posting. Whatever they type from that link, it shows from your own page. And that is what you have just done. So it's easier to be done. So you have to do this, and that's the first thing we need to do. But for your practical, you need to get at least 5 persons that will have to fill this. So you can share it with your colleagues, those links the way I just shared, and voila, before you submit. Now, like most of us that we just submit, we don't even know what to submit. What you are submitting, when we ask you to submit, is this. You can see what I just shaded. This is what you're supposed to copy. You copy and you go and paste on the Google form we'll be sending to you. We don't want to hear a story that touches the heart. We are fighting for 3,000 marks and we need to take it so serious. So that is our first objective that we have just sorted out. I want to release our examiner so that she can go and have a rest. This is almost 12 midnight. So thank you, Ms. Olokode. Au revoir, you can go and have your
All
rest,
right.
and I'll take the rest.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, dear. So that's the first objective we have just done, and then we'll quickly move on to objective number 2. How do we develop our ability to develop and create standard audit checklists? Standard audit checklist. I'm going to be sharing some of my link. Remember the last class we had, we talk about the standard audit quality checklist. That is also a checklist that we need to do. So we need to create one. Now, how do we create one? After this class, after this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 different sites. Those sites, and that's why I said it's very important after you finish listening to this video, listen to the practical 3 again, and these 5 sites I'll be sharing after this video that I'll put it on your page. They also reinforces everything we are doing. So I'm going to go through those 5 videos now. So you see I have one, hotel reporting. This is one of them I'll be sharing by Canary Technologies. The 17 hotel reports you absolutely need to put your business ahead. You see the 5 types of hotel reports to generate. Now, most of these reports are being generated if your hotel is using a PMS or an HMS. But there are some you can develop yourself, like this quality standard audit. You have to do it to suit your purpose because the PMS are not wired towards such. So So we'll just go like that, and then we'll see. So you can see these are the ones. Go through this, you see types of reports that is generated by hotel system. Now, this is one of the documents I'll be sharing. Number two, the 11 hotel reports that you need. The important hotel, you can see front office report, high balance report, all these. If your hotel is using a software, you can generate all this. But if your hotel is not using a software, you can also develop it using all the skills you have learned so far in this masterclass. I'm going to be sharing this with you as well, making number two. Number three is preventive maintenance report. I've shared this before. I'm still going to share it because it's very, very important. You see sample checklist that you can use for your maintenance department. You see how it interfaces into other departments. And this one I'll also be sharing with you for you to have a look at. And then number four, I'll be sharing this with you as well, which is hotel quality assurance checklist, which is something we're doing today. This is quality assurance. So you see, there's guest room housekeeping checklist, there's fry master checklist, there's kitchen. Now, this is another one we're going to have to go through. Now, I'm going to be showing you another document which is called the Ultimate Guide to Hotel Checklist for Managers. Please find time to go through this as well. You see different type of checklists, regular, and this is particular if you are not part of a chain hotel. It's very important that you go through this. And the last one I'm going to be sharing is this example of hotel checklist for standard audit for quality assurance. So for example, you want to do checklists or quality assurance on hotel safety hygiene. There are 179 questions that you can ask for you to be able to get the checklist. Look, this is restaurant vital report, 91 questions. Food and beverage safety audits, 59 questions. Critical checklist, 29. So I'm going to also share this because this will help you in the practical we're going to give you. And the practical is that you can come to this site, which is Go Audits, and open the link and pick the ones that fit into what you need. You can see valet parking, safety standard, reservation check. This is 9. Now, let me click on this. We'll see what is bringing. 9 questions you can ask. Have you seen this? Very simple. When calling to make a reservation, was the phone answered before 3 rings? If more than 3 rings, it's a no, so you click no. If within 3, you click yes. So you can see this works. Now, this, you can copy this on a Word document, the way we did our report in Practical 1.3, and put it on your website. And people, your staff, will be able to use this for you. You can see these are questions. The reservation asks for your email address. So when you are doing this, you need to observe how they are checking in guests. And you can even you can use this as a mystery guest. You give to some of your guests to use as mystery guests, so that when they don't do this, they mark them down. That will enable you to be able to know what is going on, and that is the purpose of checklist. So this one now is you are using it as a quality check. So this is reservation check. Let me go back. Let's look at another one. And then we have, you see, daily cleaning check by the room. You can see canteen. You can see sauna check. Let's click 56 questions. Daily. Remember, you need to learn to adapt this into your home. You can't say because it is there online, you just copy things you don't need. You can see, you can even download as a PDF. You can download to use. So we're giving you all you needed to be the manager of the future. So nobody should start giving excuses. I don't know this, you have opportunity. Now look at daily cleaning check. You see stairs and external areas. Is it done? Yes or no? Not available when this facility. Has any debris litter leaves been removed? You see, this is for now. You go to the kitchen area. You can see, you pick the questions are there. This is communal, this is office area, this is reception area. Have all the seats been dusted, damp wiped? You see, why are all this? You can see it's work daily cleaning checklist. So when you're doing this checklist, it covers all the departments, all of them. So you are going to have this, and that's why I'm sharing this with you. So you can see, you can go online, nothing is new. You can copy, edit to whatever you want and use. And that is our objective number 2. You can see is there, develop ability to do to create a standard audit quality check. So all you need to do, you go to that website, to just return back. You can copy from the website, you can download a PDF and edit on your own, and voila, you can adapt to use, adapt and be better. That is the key. So that is the end of our objective number 2, which we have done. So we now move on to objective number 3. How do we turn the standard audit into data? That's it. Remember, I'm going to be sharing my other screen, but let's look at the audit here. What do we have here? I think I opened one. Let's see. One has 9 questions, observation checks. Want to see. And what do we have here? You see 9 questions. The question here are yes or no. Yes or no. You are not turning them into data. So how do we turn this into data? So I'll be stopping this and I'll be sharing with you another document of mine. I'll say share, and I'll come to where are my Word documents. This is document. Okay, now look at this. I'm going to share one that has been developed. Look at this, fantastic. Look at it. This is an audit that is being used by one of our hotels. Excuse me. One of our hotels, and this is for restaurant, bar, and kitchen check. Now look at the difference between this and the objective of number 2. Now, exterior cleanliness. Does it appear to be clean and in good repair? Now, remember the first one I just showed you in objective 2, it shows yes or no. But this one is now trying to turn it into data for you to make a decision. What does it show? It says 5 or 0. So instead of yes, if the answer there is yes, the examiner will mark this person 5. If it is no, you mark 0. You can see we're turning it into data. Then you put a comment. The stairs is dusty. Number 2, is the drive-through lane clean and free of litter? No gum, cigarette butts, or build-up along the cord or under window. Mark 5 or 0. So once you see any of the dirt, you mark 0 and you put a comment. You can see, and that has been done for everyone. Look at this, number 7. Are the restroom clean and stocked, free of the odor and seat secure? Mark 5 or 0. So even if everything is okay and there is no tissue paper, you score 0 and put there is no tissue paper in the toilet. Even if it's just in one, you put it in cubicle number 3, no tissue paper, they are scoring 0. It's either you are right or wrong when it comes to standard audit. There is nothing like 3. There is nothing like 1. It has to be right or it's not right. Now look at this question 10. Is the beverage area clean, stocked, and clutter free? You mark 5 or 0. So you see, instead of yes or no, you are now putting figure based on the weight you are putting on each of them. And look at, for this one that I'm going to use, for example, I have how many here? The total mark, you see, after everything, I have 26 questions. Then I put the total mark obtainable 155. So whatever this hotel has scored, I'll just put it in front of 155. It could be 140 over 155. It could be 20 over 155. And look at it, the mark obtained, I'll put the percentage. The percentage is whatever they have gotten divided by 155 times 100, I'll put the percentage. Then this is for F&B. So the F&B manager has to sign and say, okay, I've done my audit, look at it, and he'll make a comment, and the inspectorate will also make a comment. Look, this is just 3 pages. Some people, when we go for this, it's almost 4 or 5 pages. So imagine now, this is for restaurant. Now, it's not done, but for your practical, I only need just for you to do one. If you want to do restaurant, fine. You may say you want to do housekeeping, fine. You may say you want to do maintenance, fine. But in practical times when you go for the audit, you do what we call complete audit. And I'm going to be showing you another screen, but the screen I'm just showing you just for you to know more. For your practical, I will expect you to stick. Don't go beyond this for your practical, and you are going to upload. And you see me upload this as well. So I'm going to stop sharing this, and I'll be sharing you another one. Now look at this. Now this is the summary page of the audit check. You can see standard operational audit. So what happens here? You can see the audits that this person will have to do, audit 1 to audit 8. The one I showed you is restaurant bar check, which is audit 2. So there is audit number 1, room check, total score 190. Whatever the person score, you put it there, the percentage is there. You can see general cleaning 130, what did he score? Human resources, you see accounting, marketing, MOD, maintenance. So you can see, just like the last class we had when the discussants were talking about, when it comes to quality check, everybody's concerned, including account, 50 marks. Whatever the account score, you put it there. And at the end of the day, look at it. The total number of this is 735. You add everything together and you put the percentage. So for this hotel, you see, because it's complete, you give it to the general manager. Meanwhile, for these orders, when you're doing it, you will give it to the head of department. So the general manager will look at everything, put your comments, you sign, and you send this to the head office or to your MD or to your chairman, and you take action. Now, by the time you do your calculation, in my hotel, you have to score 70 for you to have a pass mark. 80 is exceptional. But if you score less than 70, you are going to get a query as a GM. Sorry, I need to take some water. So you are going to score less, you get a query, you score less than 70. But you can give your own, you can decide what your standard will be, what it is. So you can see now that the checklist, we've put value onto it, we've turned it into a data. So even when you are scoring maybe 92%, you can see the department that is the weakest. Then you can easily go in there and solve the issue. And that is what we want to learn with the data analytical. So you can see we've turned virtually everything into data. So I'll go back and share with you. So we'll see what our objective number 3 has been, and is what? To turn the standard audit into data, which we have done. So let's look at objective number 4. We now say we want to make our standard audit functional. Oh, sorry, I'm going fast. Sorry, I need to do this again. This is where we are, objective number 3. We've turned it into data. Then objective number 4, make your standard audit operational, functional. So that is, I have also explained to make it functional. That is what I did by showing the summary of that pages. That's what so you can see it has all. But for this class, you are not doing all, you're only doing one for us to grade. But you've seen that we have to have a summary for all those pages for you to now pick from behind and put into. That is how to make your standard audit functional. So let's go to the last objective. You post your standard audit online and operationalize. So I'm going to stop this and show you what you are going to do. So one option, okay, I'll go back. That is where I'm going. But before that, let me share with you my file. Now look at this file. This is the file I want to put online. This is the one I explained that you can see we've turned our standard audit into data. Now the file name is what? Let me see the file name, restaurant check 1. So I'm going to close it so that I can save it on my Google So now where is it on download? That's where I'm keeping it. You can keep yours on the desktop. So I'm going to save it on the download. I'm closing it. And then with that, I will need to now go back to my Windows. So I'm going to share my Windows with you. Where is my Windows? Oh, I think I closed my Windows. Okay. Is there? Okay, this is my Windows. Okay, now, yes, I'm trying to share my screen. Have you been able to see the screen? Oh, my screen is not showing. Okay, it's going back. Let me just, okay. So this is where we have objective 5. We need to post your standard audit online and operationalize. So we go back to our site. Remember how we did our site? You go to your Google Drive, you click this is mine. And once I click, it got me to this. This is our practical 3. Now, but for this one, this standard audit, you need to now open. You are going to put it under the checklist. Now, this is where you're putting it under the checklist. Now, let me go back. This is our page. Now, for this project, you can see I have project 1, 2, 3. Project 1 and 2 were for checklists based on the video I've sent. Project 3 was the one I said you should go and look at the video, practical 3. You have to put this. Now, this checklist, this other one we're doing, which is the standard audit, you are coming to checklist, not under report. If you put it under report, you score 0. Now you come under checklist, you click on the checklist. Now it's there. Now, what is the next thing to do? We need to upload what? Our document to our drive. So you go back to your drive, that document that you want to use, which is the checklist. Now you can see new. You click on new. I hope you can see my screen. You can see I'm clicking on new. There I say file upload, not folder upload, file upload. When I upload my file, it asks me where did I put it on download? Yes, restaurant check 1. I'll say okay. Now you see, look at here, it's saying it's uploaded, file uploaded. You can see. So I need to go and look for this file inside there. So restaurant check. PQ restaurant check, it has to be somewhere, or what you can do is you can just refresh your drive. So when you refresh, you see it's there. Now, don't forget this is very important. Now, this 3 dotted line, you click it and it shows you say more action, you click and you see you are going to share it. You want, because if you don't share this, it won't show on your website. So you share. You are not copying link because that's not where we're. Once you share, we say, what do you want to share? You see, it's restricted. As it is, I'm the only person that can access it. But I want everybody to access it and be able to use it. So I'm going to change this from restricted. I'll click it. I'll say anyone with the link. Anyone with, I see access updated, and I'll say done. Now remember, this is it. So I'll go back to my website. And you see, this is the checklist. Now, this is where I want to put it. Now, what do we do? The way you did practical 3, that is what you are going to do. What do you want to insert from your drive? Then it's going to say from the drive. Now, you can see it's trying to bring everything from your drive. Now, say resend. Now, when you click resend, the last thing you uploaded, you see, is there. It's waiting for you. Then you click it. Now, you see, I've just clicked it. This is what I wanted. And you see, voila, it's already there. So what do? I need it to be big. Then you can make it big the way you want. You can see it's telling me it's page 1 to 3. If you want to roll it down, you roll it up. You can see everything is there. So you can see, you see. So everything is here. You can see. Now remember, if you want the practical 3, that's why I say it's very important. You need to publish. If you do not publish, you have not done anything. You need to publish. So now, as it is, it has not gone worldwide. So you now come here, you can see publish. You click publish. Now you can see it's telling you This is the draft, this is your current. So the current, this is what we have. This is the draft. You now say publish. Now, what are you publishing? Everything now is there. So this has been, you can see your site has been published successfully. And these are the questions, these are the checklists. You can see it's under the checklist, not under any other thing. Now, what do you do? Now, before you do, you can copy, you can copy. You see, if you need to post this now, this is the address you have to copy for me. You see the one that is in shaded portion. This is what you copy. Don't go and type yes into the document. This is very, very important. So what do we do now? The next thing you do, remember our objective 5 is what? You post your standard audit online and operationalize. That is the, now what do? We have posted it online. How do you operationalize? The way we did the first one, that practical 3 that I did as objective 1. What have we done? You go back to your drive. Where is the file? This is the file. You come to these 3 points, then you say share, then you copy the link. Now, this is the link you have copied is what you send to people. This one you need to send to one person to now fill the form. And once the person has filled the form, for example, you can go to the email just like I did initially, you can now send the link, just the link you have copied there, you send it to somebody via email or send to somebody via WhatsApp. Ask the person to fill. Now, as the person is filling, the person should just fill with the link and be typing. Just fill something, okay, 5, 0, 1, 2. Do the total together. Immediately the person informs you, I'm done with it. Then you come here, just refresh this page. Whatever the person has done, wherever he is, will reflect here. So you can now say, okay, this is the grading of this hotel. If nobody fills your form, you are going to be losing mark. So you need to finish this and you send to somebody to fill. Now you can see it's now making sense. So you can have this and ask somebody while you are not even at your hotel. Somebody will go in there and grade everything for you and give you a copy of what has been graded. So this is what we have. You can see now, this is my own checklist page and you see everything is there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our objective number 5. Now, we are coming to the end of this class and it's very important that I tell you this is what we have. What scoring do we have? We have for our practical class 3,000 marks. How will you be graded? Number 1, you update all your practical 1, 2, and 3 appropriately. So it means if you have not done your practical 1, practical 2, and practical 3, this is opportunity for you to do it and score 1,000 marks. If you have done it before and you score 500, leave it, you will still get another 1,000 mark. So you can see I'm trying to be fair to everybody. So once we come in, you see the way the link will be done, and it will tell you whatever I ask you to copy, you copy. So for this one, we'll tell you copy, paste practical 3. Then you copy this is there. They will look at the 3 is there, they'll give you 1,000 mark. If any is missing, it's the examiner to use their discretion. Now, number 2, you send practical 3 document to another person's staff to fill, then you refresh the site. That was the first thing I did. The one in which one of our examiner came online. So that link sent to 5 people. Let them fill number 1 to 5 on your practical 3. You refresh it to be sure everything is intact. After they have refreshed, you just leave it that way, because once you upload your practical 3, we will see that it has been refreshed. Once it's there, additional 500 marks. That makes 1,005. Now, what's the number 3 now? The standard audit, the one I just did now, you put it under checklist. Remember, checklist, not under report, not under practical. You put it under checklist. Now you have to do any standard audit. Just like from the website I've given you, there are so many audits. You don't need to do 10, just 1 is enough. You can make it front office audit, kitchen audit, any audit you want. You do it, you put data into it. After you have uploaded the way I've uploaded, you send that to only one person. Let the person fill it for you. The person can grade your hotel for you and you upload it, fine. Now, once the person has filled, you refresh your page to be sure whatever the person has given as mark is showing, and you have your 1,500 marks. So this is area of concentration, so that you know whether you are going to lose mark or you are going to win mark. And most importantly, know how to copy your URL. Not that you'll be typing yes or you will be copying your Google form. That will score you 0. Please, it's very important, is the URL you are supposed to copy from your website page and put it on the form that you'll be submitting with. Please, it is very, very important, and that is our scoring. So I want to say thank you to everybody. And what do we need to do now? We have call for action. What next after the master class? Please learn to put this into use. If you don't put it into use, there is no difference between the man who cannot read and the man who does not read, and also the man who reads and does not put it to use. The three of them are the same. So whatever you've learned, I'm sure you can put it to use. You know how to do a website, you know how to do a report, how to do checklists, how to upload it, then you can voila, proceed and get things done. So what next after this class? There is a test that will be coming up, and you have 300 marks for that test. And the test will involve your last class, which was done, which is on the discussant group. It will also cover the videos we have done before now, and it also cover this video. So you are going to have you are going to have 100 questions. Is it up to 100? Yes, I think it should be up to 100 questions that you will have to attend in 60 minutes. You know, I don't joke with marks. So this test will be done on the 8th of July. 8th of July will be on a Monday, and it's 6 p.m. While your practical, this practical you have to submit, not later than 12 noon on Tuesday, 9th of July. Do you know the reason why? Because your graduation is on Thursday, 11th July. But we're going to announce the time. It's probably going to be in the evening, and it'll be entirely online. So you see, we are working against time. Please, I plead with you, be ready for the test on Monday by 6 p.m. And please endeavor that your practicals are being submitted by 12 noon. If you are able to finish your practical tomorrow, the link will be ready before 12 noon tomorrow. You can even submit tomorrow. You can submit ahead. But by 9th of July, next Tuesday, by 12 o'clock, the site will stop, so that our examiner can evaluate. We can release the results on the 10th, and we can have our graduation on the 11th. I am most grateful to you guys. You've been so wonderful. And my apologies if I stressed you, push you beyond your limits, but I'm sure you enjoyed every bit of it. We want to thank our convener, Toju. We want to thank our director of training, my twinnie, Justina Overt, for this opportunity, and to thank you guys and congratulate you in advance, because you are the first set of our hotel business school. I want to say thank you, everybody, and God bless. My name is Professor Wasiu Adeyemo Babalola, and I say thank you and see you during the test, during the practical, and possibly at the graduation and the HMC Africa. You miss it at your own peril. Bye. Thank you.